Hello friends, welcome back to another round of my sports predictions, as promised, and as always, here are another 5 games. Before I begin, let's continue with the review of the last round. So, the first game was Bilbao-Barcelona. I told you that Barcelona could win or tie, but my pick for the safe way, I told you that I was going for more than one goal. That's exactly what happened, and Barcelona did indeed win the game. So also very clear to me. The second game was Alaves-Osasuna. I told you that either Osasuna could tie the game or win, and they tied the game. The next game was Nottingham-Chelsea. I told you guys that Chelsea was the clear winner in that game, and that's exactly what they did. They ended up winning the game. The next game, Toluca-America. I told you that for the easy pick, I went for more than one goal, which is exactly what we saw. But I also told you guys, remember that I told you Toluca could win the game. That's exactly what they did. They actually won the championship. So another very nice game, very profitable as well. And finally, the last game, which is the only one that I got wrong. So we got Palmeiras-Flamengo. I told you that Palmeiras could win or tie the game. None of those happened, so Flamengo ended up having a massive upset, a very crazy win, surprise. So this gives basically 4 out of 5, which is still pretty good, so a very nice round that we got there. So let's take a look at these next 5 games that I have. So the first is Paris against Inter de Milan, and we see, guys, I believe Paris can win the game, but the easy pick will go I will go for more than one goal. And I'll show you why. Because if you see right here in this game, Paris in the last 5 games very much equal to Inter except for one last game, which is the defeat. So that makes the record cleaner for Inter. Still is going to be a very close, very tight game. But I truly believe that Paris can win the game. Okay, this is going to be the UEFA Champions League, I believe. Yeah, the playoffs. So that's the pick for that game. The next game from the Brazilian league, we got Vasco da Gama against Bragantino, and I believe Bragantino can win the game very easily. So let's take a look. If you see this game, you can see in the last 5 games kind of equal, slightly better for Bragantino because Vasco da Gama has 2 losses. Bragantino only has 1. They managed to score 1 tie, which is technically the same for Vasco, which again, they won on penalties. So this means that at least for clear absolute wins, Bragantino looks better. So that's my pick there. The next game we have Cruzeiro Palmeiras, again from the Brazilian league, and I believe Palmeiras can either win or tie the game. And if we go to the stats, we can see that both of these 2 teams are very good. Cruzeiro has 3 wins, no losses, 2 draws, and Palmeiras has 4 wins, and the only loss being the one that I just covered against Flamengo. A massive surprise there. Still, Palmeiras is pretty good. They recovered right after against Sporting Cristal. I don't really know this team, but anyways, I believe Palmeiras can win the game. If it ends up being a very difficult game for them, they will go for the tie. So that's my pick for this game. The next is Cruz Azul against Vancouver from the CONCACAF Champions League. So I believe Cruz Azul can win the game. Let's take a look at the stats, and you'll see right here that Cruz Azul has 4 wins, 1 loss, whereas Vancouver has 4 ties, 1 win. So technically Vancouver is undefeated, but these draws, this massive amount of draws, they really show a clear lack of decisiveness for Vancouver. So I believe Cruz Azul has the edge on this regard, and because of that they can win the game. They only lost against America, which was a very polemic game. I told you, I actually covered that game before, I believe so. I believe Cruz Azul has the strength to win this game. And finally, Ceará Mineiro. And I believe Ceará can win the game or tie. So let's take a look at the stats. So many games from the Brazilian league. Right now you can see Ceará has 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 tie. Mineiro has 2 wins and 3 ties, so lots of potential for a tie. It will be kinda, in my opinion, it could be kinda over the top. That will be already too many ties for these two teams, especially Mineiro. But in any case, Ceará could win the game, even though I believe they are not the favorites. Yeah, they are not the favorites. So this game will be possibly an upset if Ceará ends up winning the game. Okay, it will be kind of hard for them, but I believe it's possible because there's a reason why I showed up in my meditations. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. As always, we'll give more 5 games the next weekend. We'll cover this round as well. Like, share, and subscribe for more free picks, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.